Cemeteries in New Orleans feature above-ground tombs and vaults and hold all sorts of history.
We like to refer to them as outdoor museums because they really represent who built this city, the architecture of different time periods.
Mandy Walker is executive director of Save Our Cemeteries, a nonprofit that has worked to preserve and protect New Orleans cemeteries for 40 years.
We're the only ones in the city that do this type of work.
Without someone doing that work, these places would crumble.
A lot of these cemeteries would not look the way they do.
The most recent work by Save Our Cemeteries was restoration of the Jefferson Fire Company number 22 tomb.
We redid the entire fence. The tomb's been lime washed. I believe there's been some crack repair.
Next up will be the only cast iron tomb in Lafayette Cemetery number 1, which makes an appearance in the Anne Rice novels as the Tomb of Lestat.
Because of its architectural significance, we felt the need to do something.
The front walls here contain vaults, and those have also been stabilized by Save Our Cemeteries.
The walls need to breathe, or the inner part of the tombs will collapse.
Donations and money raised from tours fund Save Our Cemeteries' efforts, but the need greatly exceeds available funding.
This, for example, was the flagship cemetery when this organization was founded. However, there are 43 cemeteries in the city.
The unique nature of the cemeteries draws thousands of tourists each year.
It seems that cemeteries are a big part of the New Orleans culture.
It might seem a bit odd that places such as this are tourist attractions, but to many it's perfectly reasonable.
History is a pretty wonderful thing, but that includes every aspect of human life. So you have the transition from this life to wherever you believe you go.
There is more here than just cold stone.
The number of stories there are is greater than the number of people buried here.
There are an estimated 7,000 people buried here in this one city block.
I can just feel the grief that would have happened for each of those deaths.
Some want to say the cemeteries in New Orleans are full of ghosts and supernatural activity, but that's not Save Our Cemeteries' focus.
You don't need Halloween to be able to feel something, if you will.
We pride ourselves on historically accurate tours, and we don't need to make up any ghost or vampire stories.
At one time, there were safety concerns about visiting the cemeteries, but not so much anymore. Still, it's always important to be aware of your surroundings.